Okay, so I need to rant for a second. I tried making a podcast with one of those AI tools last week, and what I got back was basically a robot reading my blog post out loud. Like, thanks, but that's not a show.
Which tool was it?
Doesn't matter. The point is, I wanted a conversation. Two people actually talking, disagreeing, riffing. Not a narrated summary.
Well, that's literally why Booth exists. It's built around generating real two-host episodes, not just reading a document back to you.
Wait, so it can do that from just a topic? No uploading a PDF first?
Yep. You type in a topic, pick two personalities for your hosts, and it writes the whole conversation. No source file required.
Okay, that's already better than NotebookLM. I love NotebookLM, but it won't generate anything unless you upload a document first.
Right. NotebookLM is Google's document summarizer that happens to spit out an AI conversation. It's great if you have source material, but if you just want to make a show about, I don't know, whether cats are plotting against us, you're out of luck.
They are, by the way.
Noted. But Booth doesn't care. You give it a topic, it goes.
And you said something about personalities? What does that mean?
So, Booth has 12 preset personalities per host. Curious analyst, warm storyteller, skeptical wit, high energy, calm explainer, blunt realist, nostalgic raconteur, data nerd, empathetic listener, contrarian, comedic riffer, patient mentor. You pick one for each host, or you write your own custom personality.
Okay, I'm picking comedic riffer and contrarian. That's just chaos.
That would be a disaster, and I kind of want to hear it.
But hold on. If it's generating from scratch, how does it know what to say? Is it just making stuff up?
This is the part I actually got excited about. Booth has a deep research mode. Before it writes the script, it runs live web searches through a tool called Tavily, pulls current sources, and then the hosts in the episode cite those real facts.
Wait, so it's not just regurgitating training data from 2021?
Nope. It's looking up what's happening right now. If you want an episode about a tech launch from last week, it'll find articles from last week.
Okay, that's huge. Because I've used other tools where the AI just confidently says something that sounds right but is completely outdated.
Yeah, Hallucination City. Booth's trying to solve that by grounding everything in real sources first.
So what about the other tools? Like Wondercraft's pretty popular.
Wondercraft's great if you're a marketing team turning blog posts into branded content. It's got a timeline editor, AI sound effects, video shorts. Really polished. But it's built for single narrator or lightly multi-voice stuff, not two-host conversations with distinct personalities.
And it's expensive, right?
Their creator plan is $25 a month, Pro is $45, and Business is $60 per seat. You're paying for a full content marketing suite. If all you want is a two-host podcast, you're overpaying.
What about Podcastle? I've seen ads for that everywhere.
Podcastle's an all-in-one recording and editing tool. It's $11.99 a month, which is cheap, but it's designed for solo creators who are recording their own voice and cleaning it up. It has AI generation, but that's not the core feature.
So it's like GarageBand with an AI button tacked on.
Kind of, yeah. If you're already recording yourself, Podcastle's amazing. But if you want AI to generate a full two-host show from nothing, that's not what it's for.
Okay, so Booth wins the two-host conversation race. But you said there's a second thing Booth does that nobody else even tries?
Yeah, this is wild. Booth has a separate mode called Booth Producer. You paste in a script or a prose excerpt, like a chapter from a novel. Pick a genre and it casts a full audio drama with multiple voices, sound effects, and ambient music.
Wait, like actual voices per character? Not just one narrator doing accents?
Actual voices. It auto-assigns a different voice to each character, adds SFX cues, and masters the whole thing. You're getting a produced audio drama.
Okay, I need an example. What genres?
Drama, thriller, horror, spiritual, mystery, romance, action, comedy, fantasy, sci-fi. You pick one, and the production style adjusts.
So I could paste in a screenplay I wrote in college and get it cast and produced?
Theoretically, yes. Would it be good? That depends on the screenplay.
Ouch, but seriously, none of the other tools do this?
NotebookLM doesn't even try. It's a two-host conversation tool, period. Wondercraft can do multiple voices, but it's still a narrator plus guests model, not a full cast drama with SFX. Podcastle's built for recording and editing, not fiction production.
So if you want to make an audio drama, Booth is literally the only option in this category.
In the AI-generated space, yeah. You could hire voice actors and a sound designer, but that's not exactly the same workflow.
Fair. All right, what's Booth cost?
$29.99 a month, but it's metered by credits. You're paying for the actual cost of each script generation, each text-to-speech call, each research query. So if you make 1 episode a month, you pay way less than if you're cranking out 10.
That's better than a flat fee if you're not a power user.
Right. And if you run out of credits before the month ends, you can buy top-up packs. 50,000 credits for $10, 150 for 25, 400,000 for 60.
Wait, how much does a typical episode cost in credits?
That varies based on length and whether you use deep research, but the point is you're only spending what you actually use. Wondercraft charges you $45 a month whether you make 1 episode or 50.
And NotebookLM's free, but it's stuck in Google's ecosystem and can't generate from a topic.
Correct. It's free if you already live in Google Workspace and you just need a document summarized. But it's not a podcast studio.
Okay, so let me make sure I've got this straight. If I want a 2-host podcast from scratch with real research, I use Booth Podcast. If I want to turn a short story into a full-cast audio drama, I use Booth Producer. And neither NotebookLM, Wondercraft, nor Podcastle can do both of those things.
NotebookLM can't do either without a document, Wondercraft's built for marketing narration, and Podcastle's a recording suite. Booth's the only one designed specifically for generated 2-host shows and multicast dramas.
What about voice options? Can I pick who my hosts sound like?
Yeah, Booth has a shared voice library you can search by gender or category, including a famous filter if you want a clone of a public figure's voice. And there's a bulk import tool that pulls the top 100 most used 11 Labs voices in 1 click.
So I could have Morgan Freeman and Aquafina hosting my show about cryptocurrency.
Legally questionable, but technically possible.
I love technology.
There's also an auto-match option if you don't want to pick. It just assigns voices based on the personality you chose.
Okay, last question. What about tone? Can I make it sound like a debate, or does it have to be casual like us?
There are 7 tone settings: casual, educational, debate, interview, comedic, investigative, storytelling. You pick the vibe before it writes the script.
So I could do a full investigative deep dive on, like, the history of hot dogs.
You could? Should you? Different question.
I'm absolutely doing that.
Of course you are. NotebookLM has 4 formats, but you're still locked into its document summary model. Wondercraft's focused on branding and marketing polish. Podcastle's a recording suite. Booth's the only one where you can say, make me a comedic 2-host debate about nothing, and it just does it.
And if I want to export the script and tweak it before I produce the audio, can I do that?
Yeah, you can export as JSON or just copy the text. There's also a humanized pass that smooths out any overly robotic phrasing before production.
Okay, I'm sold. Where do I start?
Just go to Booth, pick whether you want a podcast episode or an audio drama, and start building. If you've been frustrated with tools that either require a document or can't do real 2-host conversations, Booth's built for exactly what you're trying to make.
And if I want to make an absurdist horror comedy audio drama about sentient hot dogs, Booth Producers got me covered.
I truly hope you don't make that. But yes, it does.
Too late. I'm already outlining it. Thanks for walking through this, Mara. I actually feel like I know what makes Booth different now.
Anytime. And hey, if you do make that hot dog show, send me the link. I need to hear how that turns out.
Oh, you'll hear it, whether you want to or not.
That's what I was afraid of. All right, everyone. If you want to try Booth for yourself, just head over and start building. Whether it's a 2-host podcast or a full audio drama, it's the only tool doing both. We'll catch you next time.
And remember, the hot dogs are listening.